Hello. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Okay. And that's Mary. Hi there, Mary Hodge.
I'm good. Good morning. How are you?
We are wonderful down here in rainy Kentucky.
Oh, it's raining here today too.
Oh, is it raining? It's not started here in Harlan yet. I had to take my wife over for that BAM infusion. She's got COVID again. This is twice.
Ooh.
Oh,
She's in
wow.
bad shape. So it is
Okay.
what it is. And the hospital's so short of help, they didn't know if they was going to get her in today or not.
Oh my goodness me, that's terrible.
We've got that KDE meeting too, I think at 10
Okay.
today.
So Mary, where are you located?
I am located in Ohio.
Whereabouts?
Our office is in Brunswick, which is a little bit south of Cleveland.
Oh wow, you're way up north.
Yeah.
Has it started snowing yet?
We had a brief snow the other day, but it was just about an inch, but that's all.
You got
Oh.
to share it when you get snow. We don't really get any snow anymore. This is the funniest thing ever. Harlan County started a ski lodge. And we
Really?
used to get foots of snow. Oh, they've got all that stuff still in London, in a big building in London, Kentucky, in storage, but he quit snowing. And they had a big ice machine, everything. It made
Was that up-
snow and all that. It just quit.
Was that up by Cumberland?
Yeah, at the Big Black Mountain. You know, we're the highest point
Yep.
in Kentucky. And my brother is so funny. He always invested in stuff, and he bought all these snowmobiles, and man, he was selling them like crazy. And we quit snowing, and when he passed away, he had a brand new one in there that the rubber bottom had just rotted off.
Oh, goodness me. Goodness me.
He was the one that back before you started paying for water, he said, come on, Jack, let's invest. We've got this spring and pure water. Let's invest in bottled water. I said, ain't nobody gonna buy water. And then when I was on the school board, Davy Kennedy sold his ice machines and all that to Coca-Cola. And now water outsells all Coke products.
And it's more expensive than gas.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy, crazy.
Well, let me tell you what I found out too, what they was talking about, that, you know, actually, and it's going to make bottled water even better, that this COVID stuff, you know, when they reprocess wastewater and sewer to bring back drinking water, they don't really kill the COVID out of it.
Oh, nasty.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah, you got to kill the COVID along with everything else. Oh, well. So have you had all three of your shots, Jack?
I've had two, and I guess I should take the other one. I just want to wait to see how some of my cohorts acted on it, but I never had any trouble out of any of it. I took all those shots. Everything was fine.
Yeah, no, I had my third one just a little while ago. Soon as I was able, I kind of jumped in and grabbed it.
Yeah, I'm going to too, because everybody around me has had it. I've never had it. Even before I had the shots, but then I had that first time, I never got it. But you know, they say if you got O positive blood, you're a little better shot of not having reactions and stuff. So that's me.
Huh.
They always call me and want my blood.
Oh, well. So I see that Rob O'Connell and Leah are down there as well.
We are.
Leah hasn't unmuted herself yet.
Well, I tell you, with the supply chain and everything's going on with us, I mean, I guess there was 150 emails last couple of days. It's horrible.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
So I'm going to be limited on my speaking and definitely no video. I'm home with the flu.
Oh,
Poor
At least it's
baby
a
girl.
girl.
But that's,
Medina, I don't know if you were on then, but Medina's got COVID for the second time.
Oh,
And she's
man.
doing that BAM infusion as we speak.
well, good. I bet that'll help her. So yeah, Jack, the floor is gonna be all yours.
Yeah.
That's
That's
okay.
gonna be a first. That's a
Mary and I
first.
can handle it. And two, we need to wrap up before 10 because we got that KDA and they're supposed to talk about the supply chain and some needed stuff, so.
Yeah.
Looks
What
like
about-
Alan's just signing on right now too.
Okay. Hi, Alan. Oh, he hasn't unmuted yet either. And Mary,
Good morning.
good morning.
Morning, Mary.
Good morning.
And there's Alan. Hi, Alan.
Good morning. Happy Friday Eve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he say happy Friday?
No, happy
Eve.
Eve. It's the penultimate. Morning, Tim.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
It has stopped raining here, which is nice.
Oh, well, I just took the dog out and it was still bucketing down, so.
It hasn't hit Eastern Kentucky yet on in the Harlan, Tennessee, Virginia border.
Went through here during the night and it's pretty much finished, dreary, but pretty much finished raining.
Yeah, it's very much overcast.
Yeah.
Mary, where's home for you?
Hey, Tim.
I'm sorry.
Mary, where is home for you that it quit raining already?
Elizabethtown.
Oh, okay, good. We're on our way down to Lexington right now. So we kind of thought we'd be hitting rain all the way, but nothing yet. So maybe it's moved through
Okay.
already and we won't hit it.
Yeah, I haven't looked to see how far across the state it is, but it hadn't hit Jack yet, so you might hit it.
It looks bad out here. I mean, the sky's black, but nothing's happening.
Good morning, everybody.
Good
Good
morning.
Hey,
morning.
Steve.
I won't be able to stay, but for just a second, I've got a in-district required administrators meeting. Y'all know how those go. So I'll be
Then we got
jumping
that
out.
KDA at 10. KDE.
Oh, yeah, the coffee, I'll miss that one too. I mean, it's,
I'll fill in for you and say.
please
Steve.
do, Jack. Please tell them that nothing but love and support. That's all I got. I need coffee if they've got it, really. I'll take it virtually too.
Cheers.
Tim,
Yeah,
that's what,
yeah, Tim's got it.
Steve Medina's got
Some
that
water.
COVID again and had to do the BNA infusions this morning.
bless her heart.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, prayers for her.
Yeah, certainly, certainly.
Morning.
Morning.
Oh, man, it's good to see everybody in one place.
That's right.
Mary, tell me when you want to let's start kicking it off and
Okay, this
let's-
is,
Let's give just a couple more minutes.
sure.
I'm getting people to come in still. I'm getting people in waiting rooms, so maybe just a couple minutes.
okay. And Alan's gonna be the head leader here with Mary.
Go get it, Alan.
Yes.
So Steve, is your lady enjoying that handbag?
You know, the funny story there is absolutely, she is certainly enjoying her handbag.
Oh, good.
The handbag, you know what the reality of what the handbag did for me in my life, John, was cost me the price of the matching wallet. So
Oh, I didn't think of that.
Yeah, that's what it did. Yep, it's a beauty. She loves it. Yeah, certainly.
I never thought about matching one. And what about a keychain? Is there a keychain that goes with it?
Don't you speak that evil into my life.
Well,
Don. Don't you
shoes,
do it.
gotta have matching shoes with pearls.
That's y'all know it's all coming. The whole wardrobe.
Oh dear.
Well, it's Christmas time, so there you go.
That's right.
You think I could convince her that that's it right there? That's Christmas. That's birthday. Her birthday's in January too. So if I could convince her that takes care of both, I'd be in good shape.
I think we should all email her and tell her that how many more things that are matching and how many more things she needs.
I would be cheaper to bribe you to not.
I have 3 girls, so I can attest to how much things cost these days. So teenagers. And so I can share with you. Yeah, I'll be happy to share with her how many more things she needs.
I'll tell y'all a quick story. I was a single parent, I guess, until my daughter was 10 before I married Medina. And we would go out and pick out clothes, and I would try to do her hair, and she'd want the pigtails and stuff like other kids had. So finally, I just wised up and hired somebody to stop by and do that. But what would happen is I would have her clothes, and she would want to wear what, you know how girls are, wear what she wanted to wear, and I let her wear it. And the counselor and the teachers would call me and say, "Jack, what have you done to your daughter?" And when they would ask her about her clothes, she said, "My dad said I was beautiful." But I tell you, I'd be broke out in sweat and be nervous and trying to do her hair. And I thought, oh my God. But we made it through those years.
Well, Alan, I think the entry has slowed down, so you can go ahead and start whenever you're ready.
Well, let me kick off right quick and tell everybody welcome. We really appreciate our industrial partners. We wanted to make sure that with Alan's leadership and Mary, that we welcomed all of you all, let you meet Mary, and Alan's going to do the introduction. But you know, my number is 606-505-6667. And anytime that you all need me or have concerns, please let me know. The last conference with industrial partners was 99 at Central Bank. It was over the top. Our members loved it. And, you know, actually, we're having such a time with supply chain. It's good to have industrial partners that care about us, that visit our people in the schools, contacts with that. And we want to open the floor up so that you all will communicate with Alan and Mary and the whole committee that you all have, and make sure that you all feel free on your ideas and stuff, so that that gets to us too, so we can all work as a team. As you know, I have probably 7 months and 12 days left as president. Then I'll be past president. Leah will be stepping up. Steve is right behind, and we all share the same idea. Our leadership is a joint effort. We try to do everything jointly, and Mary and J&M and Sherry is going to be a great team, and they understand the concerns of how important industrial partners are to us. Okay, with that, Alan, you can kick it off.
Well, thank you, Jack. And I will start out by first saying that I guess that means I've got 7 months and 12 days for the rest of my term as IEC chair, which I'm apparently enjoying more in your presidency, because I didn't even have any idea how close I was there. But thanks for that heads up, Jack. I do want to first say too, a special welcome. He mentioned Mary. We've got a couple Marys, but I want to welcome Mary Hodge and Sherry Maskow from J&M, because this is our first call where we have our association management company hosting us today. So I want to welcome them. Sherry's going to be serving as executive director now on behalf of the Association Management Company. But I will just say on my behalf, I had the honor of serving on the interview committee for the executive director when we were looking to replace Marty after her retirement. And our committee was extremely pleased with J&M, and they stood out to all of us. And by consensus, they were the ones that we wanted to bring on to strengthen KSNA. And to this point, I will say the transition I feel like has been very smooth, and their communication has been excellent. And I think the ideas that they're bringing forth to get more industry involvement and give more industry voice to us will be beneficial for KSNA as a whole. As your IEC chair, I also wanted to recognize the members that we have on our call. So we have 9 industry representatives that hopefully were able to join. I think as of last count, I had 7 of us on here, but when I call your name, if you don't mind, just take yourself off mute if possible, and give us a quick introduction of yourself and let us know who you're working for, so people can hopefully put a face to the name on the call. And the first person I'll start out with is Mary Kuhn, who's actually serving as our co-chair this year as well. So Mary will step up to the chair position starting in June.
Good morning, everyone. IEC is very important to me. I actually helped to kick off IAC many years ago when I was in school food service, but currently working with Pat Kelly at MPK, and happy to be representing industry from the IEC Council. Thanks.
Thank you, Mary. I see we've got Scott on here as well. Good morning, Scott.
Hey guys, Scott Napper here, Peterson Farms. Let's see, sold junk food, Twinkies, Doritos, and gummy worms 20 years before this, but been selling apples and applesauce for the last 7 years. So basically been on the other side of the food pyramid and loving it. So Kentucky's been a very strong part of my region for the last 7 years. So great ride here the last couple of years on the committee here. Loving it. Thanks.
Thank you, Scott. And Tim, you mind saying hello to everyone?
Hi, everybody. I'm Tim Emmerich. I work for Risbridge Sales, and I've been in the industry as a broker since 2000. I think I've touched Key Impact, Muscari when it was still Muscari before it became Advantage Waypoint, and Core Group. So I've hit all the large food service brokers, and now I'm with a small family-owned food service broker out of Cincinnati, Risbridge Sales. But I've been here for a while. If you need anything, please don't hesitate to call, email, ask. I've been around for a while.
Thank you, Tim. Next up, John.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, JBD or the bow tie man? Which one did you want this morning?
Oops, wasn't straight. Good morning, everybody. This is JBD. Yes, the bow tie guy from Manning Brothers. Hopefully, all food service directors know me as their favorite equipment dealer. This is actually my second time around on the IAC. I really enjoy being there, trying to assist and help and where possible organize some of the shows, etc. So once again, thanks for having me, and look forward to working with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Glad to have you on this morning. Chris, I heard you earlier. You still available to say hello?
I am. Good morning, everyone. Chris Gardner. I'm with Phoenix Marketing. I'm one of our corporate chefs. I'm also a territory manager. I'm also a zone manager. We specialize in large equipment brands you should know, I'm sure. Alto Sham, Groen, Randell. We do walk-ins. We do some small wares. We're a regional rep firm. I particularly cover as a territory manager and chef, Kentucky and West Virginia. As a manager, I'm covering up into Cincinnati. Southern Ohio, Southern Illinois, and Southern Indiana, obviously, as well as Kentucky. This is my second or third time on the IAC. I'm also sorry. I'm also a former chair as well. Look forward to working with everyone, and look forward to this new partnership. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Chris. Appreciate your service. And next up, we've got a couple of our newest members. Denise, are you available to say hello to everyone?
Yes, I'm on here. Good morning, everyone. Denise Wetzel. I am new to the council with the merge of Acosta and Core Group, which is now Core Food Service. So I'm happy to be on, and we've got lots of great big lines with the merger. And if anyone needs anything, contact me. Thank you.
Welcome, Denise.
Thank you.
Thank you, Denise. And last but not least, I see joining us this morning from the council as industry members is Tracy Long. Tracy, you have a chance to say hello?
Good morning, everyone. I'm a little under the weather. I'm Tracy Long. I'm with the Two Market Group. Essentially, we sell kitchen equipment, all areas, to help you store, prepare, and serve your food. You all do such a great job serving with love, and I love seeing all of the pictures on Facebook, etc. So I'm so excited to be part of the board. Thank you.
Thank you, Tracy. Hopefully you get to feeling better soon. Two other industry members I don't believe are present. I'm sorry if I misspeak, and you are, please feel free to speak up. But representing C&T Design and Equipment is Joe Fussenegger. And then Kevin Crampton is our past IAC chair, and so he also serves on behalf of HPS. And so these are the non-industry members. And I also wanted to recognize the fact that we do include KSNA board members as well as part of the Industry Advisory Council. And so in addition to Jack and Leah Fagan, who's also on, and Steve Abbott, I think he just jumped off. We have some other members who are not on today, but want to recognize them as well. That's Bridget Thomas, representing the manager. She's from Fayette County. Lena Reese from Ashland Independent. Alicia Arnett from Jefferson County. Deanna Sanders from Owensboro Public, and Tarina Eddington from Jefferson County as well. So we are all here to be your voice for industry. And so that's what I wanted to kind of get across now, is to let you all know that we all represent you. Those industry members that are on here, they qualified through a couple of ways. One, they are either gold or platinum members. And so that's the first key to membership on the Industry Advisory Council. But then two, they go through a nomination process in the spring, and then we hold elections prior to the summer conference each June, and all terms are for 2 years. And essentially, by serving on Industry Advisory Council, you're agreeing that you want to support the president and their plan of work, and in furthering KSNA's mission in general. And I will say that generally speaking, we are having at least 3 meetings a year. Typically, it's a couple more. Most likely virtually now, but we do hope to get together again soon in person before too long. And I will say, if you're a silver member, it's not too late to sign up to become a gold or platinum if you want to upgrade your membership. You would have 2 major benefits I'll go ahead and throw in now. One, you would be able to serve on the IAC Council potentially if you're nominated and win the election for this coming year. And then 2, you will be able to participate with us in the March Managers Retreat as well that J&M is planning with the KSNA board. Other than that, the last thing I kind of wanted to share with you all before I think hopefully we'll open up for questions is just to let you know, again, reach out to any of us on the council. Please reach out to J&M. If one person needs to direct you somewhere else, we will. But, you know, the council is here to be your representative voice. So let us know what we can do to support you all as industry members. And then, you know, feel free for J&M, you know, they're taking care of the day-to-day operations of KSNA. So if it's like something to do with registration or payments or organizing of a particular event like the Managers Retreat or summer conference, you know, they're probably going to be your first point of contact. But we're all here together to strengthen KSNA. And I'm really excited to be able to share on your all's behalf again, and hopefully end the year on a high note.
Hey, Alan, I have one question, if I may, please, and I direct this actually to Mary Hodge. That is that I noticed in the communications from J&M that they're calling it the KYSNA rather than the KSNA. Are we changing the name, or is that just for convenience sake, or what?
Let me see if Sherry is on here to jump in, because I am not a, oh, go ahead, Sherry.
Hi, yeah, this is Sherry. So we had to use KYSNA for the email side because that is what the domain name was under. And so in order to get rid of the Y, we'll have to update the domain. So that's something the board can discuss.
Okay. I just kind of saw that and I thought, well, I want, if, because, there was a Kansas one was also KSNA or something.
Thank you for that clarification. Sherry or Jack, anything either of you all would like to add before we open it up for more questions?
Well, I'd just like again to thank all of our industrial partners, and any concerns or anything you have, this is a good time to, talk about it. We want moving forward, to make sure that our industrial is represented 100%. And, Alan and Mary Kuntz, they are not bashful to speak up for you all. Well, and that's great. But we wanted to start out everything a little early this year, because actually when the next conference in June, when that happens, I'll be leaving. So we wanted to make sure that Steve and Leah was, ready to just move forward and have a better relationship for the future, not only for the industrial team, but also for KSNA and J&M, because I really think we have really strengthened ourselves to be a great team, to be able to meet any concerns or issues you all have moving forward.
Any other questions or comments at this time from the crowd?
Hi, this is Liz with Butterbuds. And we have been a proud gold supporter of KSNA for a number of years. And I want to say one of the most awesome functions that I have attended is the Kentucky Managers Retreat. I don't get to go every year, but I will say that the format and everything, it just works really well. And not living in Kentucky, and covering a large part of the country, not every state offers that kind of a function. And I just wanted to say, keep it up, because that is an awesome event. So thank you.
Well, thank you, Liz, for that plug one, but then also special thanks for recognizing the people put it together. And Bridget Thomas, the manager's chair from Fayette County, she and Alicia Arnett, who is our industry chair for KSNA, they do a wonderful job of planning this, and they're really excited to bring everybody together again in March this year. So I think hopefully we'll have another great managers retreat planned, and one that will be in person. Any other questions, or is this going to be a super easy crowd this morning?
Hey, my name is Adriana Fleener. How are you?
Good morning. This is Barbara, and I just wanted to pipe in and say hello to everybody. And
good morning, Barbara. Glad you could join us.
Good morning. I'm Adriana Fleener with J&J Snack Foods. And this is actually my first year having Kentucky as a territory, because our company has made some internal changes. So I went to the conference, or the KSNA show, for the first time, and was really pleased with with the way the show was held, etc. I do have a question though. We are a gold member, and being new to this to this territory, I had asked Marty in the past if it was possible to get an attendee list with emails and such contact information. And she said that that was not provided for gold level membership. Is that something you're considering changing?
Well, actually, I think that would be a great idea for all vendors who came, have the name, address, contact information moving forward. And also you all could, make sure you handed that out too, that, they would have it on their membership side too. But I think that is a great idea moving forward, that, that would really help the vendors as the people come through. You don't have to pull out your ID and show all this different stuff. They would have a checklist there. They could check it off. I think that's a great idea. And moving forward, that's something as the executive board we'll talk about and see if we can't make that happen.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
This is Mary Kuhn. I know in just working with the IAC packet in the past, the differences between a platinum, gold, and a silver, and I'm not saying that that can't happen, that everyone get the attendee list or the director's list or whatever it might be, but if that's an amenity that we want to give to all levels, then we probably will have to identify something else that would make the platinum and gold advantageous to pay at that level. So if someone can be thinking of new things that would draw you to become a platinum or a gold member, those are the kinds of things that we need input on.
Hey, Mary, I may have spoke out of turn. I thought she was meaning the platinum and gold members. I'm like you, we need to have something that is a draw to move up.
Yeah, and it would be great if from industry they would say, this is important to me, this would make me want to step up. Those are the kinds of the input that we need from industry to be able to build that packet and make it strong. So
I agree with you.
But I think one of the things that we have is as a gold/platinum member is that not only are we allowed to attend the manager's retreat, but also we're allowed to be at the admin meeting, which is held in the fall. Whereas just the regular members are not allowed to go to that, excuse me, are not allowed to go to that admin meeting.
Correct.
Yeah, excuse me, that's a very timely conversation as far as, J&M is working currently with us on making packet updates and looking at those partner levels and benefits. And so any suggestions that you all have to share with us between now and the end of the year especially would be very timely and appreciated.
I mean, let's face it, the show we just had took the place of the June show, but normally that would have just been administrators, not everybody under the sun. Correct? Everybody's shaking their head.
Yes.
Nodding their head. Yeah. Okay.
Correct.
So that's what we have. But I mean, this time though, we opened up the floor to all vendors rather than just gold and platinum. But in the future, we'll be having, hopefully, providing COVID doesn't strike again or another pandemic or locusts or something. So in future, we'll be having, should we say, the big June show where everybody under the sun comes, and then we'll have the admin meeting where it's just gold and platinum who are allowed to show off their products.
Correct. At least in the past, that's been the difference in partner levels there. Very good call out. And unfortunately, one of the changes that COVID brought on.
Yeah. Okay. Just wanted to clarify that. So
Yeah,
that actually is a very, very important advantage for the gold and platinum people, because that admin meeting is almost more important for us than the general conference.
Very good point there, John.
Good morning, everyone. This is Allison from JTM Food Group.
Good morning.
Hi there. I just wanted to let you know we were having some great conversations in surrounding states as similar to these. And what I'll do is I'll make sure that I funnel this to Mary Kuhn, who's happens to be my broker, but she can also advocate for me on the industry level. But I'll make sure that I type up what it is we're coming up with for Ohio and Indiana. Something that we're really working toward is click data, which is if I submit an advertisement for my company, it would really be advantageous for me to understand who's navigating to that, you know, and then it presents a lead list, so to speak. Or for instance, if I write an article for their quarterly newsletter, because it's electronic, does the database have the capability of showing me click data? Who read the article? Who might I follow up with to continue that conversation? So I think as we move into the digital age, I think any way that you can put metrics behind what it is we do, I think would be fantastic. And that way it says, you're going to get X amount of information from submitting this article. And it's more beneficial to have a full page as opposed to a quarter ad or whatever the case may be. And I know that may be something coming down the pipeline in the next year or so, because you'd have to figure out what's advantageous before actually advertising how it's beneficial. But just some food for thought there on making those electronic interactions possible. I've also seen that a la carte listings throughout the year. So for instance, in that annual industry packet, maybe having a little a la carte listing of, you know, let's say I would love to pay $250 to sponsor a board meeting, and having 15 minutes at the beginning of that board meeting to open it up and say, hey, this is who I am and this is what I do, and please contact me. It's a way of getting face time with some key influencers in the state. And it's very, I mean, I would pay $200 for that easy. So are there little ways that we can increase revenue sources throughout Kentucky that's really beneficial to industry, and maybe putting that on an a la carte basis? They've also done a lot of virtual meetups in other states that are designated for members only, so school districts only, and it has a topic. They've done this very successfully in Indiana, where they have a topic, and let's say it's supply chain, and it's led by a board member, and you know, it's just conversations of what's working, what's not from a director standpoint. And then they sell an industry sponsorship, and same thing, they open the meeting, they have 5 minutes to address the audience, but it's one shot deal where they have upwards of 100 directors on the line. So really, really beneficial. And if you could put a price point to that, I think it might really go a long way. And this is actually an idea that came spur of the moment, but was influenced by the KSNA fall show. This is really grassroots, but we did a purse raffle, a designer bag raffle at our state conference in Indiana in November. And we ran it very grassroots. I collected cash, or it was on my PayPal account or my Venmo account. And then I collected all the money and then wrote an individual check of donation to KSNA, or to ISNA in that particular case, but it would be KSNA for you folks. And we raised close to $1,900 with 10 bags. And so approximately, and it was, then most donations were, we did like three tickets for $12 or one for $5. And so it was extremely grassroots. Most donations were like $12 to $24, and we raised $1,900 in 2 days. So the next steps of that, we were thinking, is we can make this a little bit more enticing and make it more universal opportunity, and have male focused gifts, female focused gifts, gender neutral focused gifts, and raffle those off. And because there was a huge opportunity of raising more money and having it be really exciting. And then we auctioned it off, or the winners were awarded at the food show. So it incentivized the school districts to attend the food show and stay the entire duration to see if they were a winner. So it was very grassroots, but it really came together and was infinitely more beneficial than a silent auction or a 50-50 raffle.
Allison, if I could jump in there for a second.
Please, sir.
We basically did that at the admin conference, except
yes.
we weren't collecting money. We just made one really nice prize, which was the designer handbag as the main prize. So, but one of the good things was, okay, we weren't collecting money, but I think we increased attendance at that last session because people wanted to win that bad, and you had to be present to win.
Yes,
So,
and John, actually, you were my
we will-
inspiration.
Yeah, we will certainly donate again.
Right.
So Alan, if you want to kind of put that in, and Mary, that we will certainly donate another designer bag. And if this time you want to do it with a raffle or whatever. I mean, we always used to have a raffle, I think, at the June conference. So, yes, Allison, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Do we need to have male focused? Well, as we saw, the person who actually won the designer handbag was Steve. And
Right.
he was real happy because it made his lady real happy. So
Exactly. So, but I feel as if there were a lot of industry folks, because we launched it at one of the evening events, and there were a lot of industry folks that I feel like we could have captured a higher, we could have raised that budget a little bit more, or that revenue source a little bit more, had we had maybe tickets to a professional sports team or something like that. And really the reality of it was it was a grassroots effort, and probably 2 days in the making, in terms of we were flying by the seat of our pants. But John actually was our inspiration for that, because at the KSNA show, literally 2 aisles over, I heard 2 women saying, "Did you see that designer bag?" So it was all the buzz at the show, and why don't we capitalize that and raise money for KSNA?
I agree.
Great job, John. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and thank you both for kind of bouncing those ideas off each other, and Allison, even bringing the ideas from other states. I mean, I think that's what will make KSNA stronger, if we can take others' ideas and steal and replicate them here. And things like click data are definitely becoming more of a measuring stick for marketing success in our industry, I feel like. So, those ideas, encourage everyone to keep them coming, so we can kind of figure out, when do we create that baseline and what does that look like?
Awesome. Well, and 2 more things, Alan, if I might. I just want to encourage everyone to write a helpful article on behalf of maybe you or your company or your expertise, and submit it to KSNA for maybe their quarterly newsletter or what have you. That is a wonderful way to get some increased quality content for director outreach. And also it has a soft sell opportunity for school districts. I've seen that in recent time. And then my second question for you guys is, so I've worked with some management companies in the past. Can you just highlight how we utilize the management companies from an industry standpoint versus the board, and who would our main point of contact is you then, Alan?
So I'm the main point of contact for representing the industry as the IEC chair. And so I kind of think of, I'm kind of thinking myself as being the person, and all council members, if you have big ideas like you're sharing now on how to improve the organization as a whole, like reach out to one of your council representatives so they can filter this to everyone else as well. And, Mary or Sherry might want to speak up for J&M, but I see them more as kind of like focusing on the day-to-day operations of KSNA. What does registration and payment look like for these events, such as conferences, or the June conference, managers retreats, admin summit in September.
Excellent, thank you.
Sure. And like I said, Mary or Sherry, if there's anything you all want to add to that, please feel free to. Any other?
Sorry, Alan, couldn't find my mute button. Yeah, that is correct. Anything that you have for daily operations, get in touch with Sherry or I. And then any more detailed things like you had mentioned, Allison, I would definitely reach more out to Alan.
And we're all working together is a great thing. So even if it's not the ideal point person that time, we'll get you in touch with them.
Yes.
And I like to say too, Alan and Mary, they really bring your ideas up to the committee. So, really just feel free to those ideas, that makes us all excited. We're all on the same team, and we really care about what you're thinking.
I'd like to speak up for just a second. This is Wendy. So this has been a change for everyone. You know, we've been so used to having Marty, and Marty had been in our business, and she had been the one that just kind of kept us all together. So J&M is absolutely wonderful. They have offered us so many options that it's going to really advance everybody. We're just going to have to be patient in making this transition and figuring that out together. And just so you all know, that every week J&M meets with the executive committee, which is the officers, Jack, Leah, Steve, and myself, and we go through everything in detail, and we pull in Alan. So Alan tells us what's happening on the forefront for IEC, and it's been so wonderful. So it's been a great communication, and I'm looking forward to how we're moving this forward.
Thanks, Wendy. And as you can see there, we have a great team, and we're all unified moving forward.
Mary, hi, this is Mary Kuhn again. Just a question about the website. Does IAC need to provide things for the website, or is that something that you all will be developing just in time, or how does that work?
We do have Becky here who does anything that you need to do for the website. As Wendy said, you know, as time goes on, we'll learn more as we get to know, you know, the industry and, you know, what KSNA wants. But if it's something that you are wanting on the website, or, you know, you could get in contact with me and I can share it with Becky and see. But you know, we're just starting out, so it's going to be learn as you go. But
okay.
But we do have Becky here who is amazing. She can add, you know, whatever onto the website, but I myself am not sure what can be added. That's something that has to be approved, or, you know, whatever. So
okay, I just know, I think right now that's probably one of the best one-stop shop places for all of Kentucky, for all members to get the information that they need. So, you know,
right,
in time, I know we'll ramp that back up, and that'll be a place that everyone can go and visit.
And real quick, because I know, Alan, you had asked about this meeting even being recorded and people who could not join in. We will have the meeting posted to the website if, you know, for the industry partners who could not join us today. So I'm sure that will be sometime in the near future. Once it's over, we'll get everything edited and added.
Perfect. That'll help continue to increase that communication and flow between industry and KSNA members, and then the board as well. Any other questions or comments to share out with the group today before we wrap things up?
Just to close out, if I may, my name is Rusty Park, and I'm a representative of Vanco. We're a commercial kitchen equipment repair and installation company that's been in business since 1971 in the Indianapolis market. And through the grace of God, I've been blessed with the opportunity to expand into the Louisville, Lexington markets in 2019. We've been heavily involved in the ISNA and took a great advantage of getting involved with the KSNA in 2019. I'd like to thank those that put this on this morning. It's been very educational for us because there are differences between the two organizations. One organization, the ISNA, as a young lady was talking about earlier, did this year was like a Monte Carlo night, and we had the opportunity to be a sponsor for that, and we was able to mingle and interact with individuals with $100 worth of chips to start with, and that was well received on our end. Another thing that was done is that we're all facing the same problems, whether we're industry partners outside of the school cafeterias or the school programs, or if we're within those. And the biggest problem that we're having outside of supply chain at this point in time is finding good individuals to hire and to see what drives those folks. And I would like to say that the ISNA did a very good job with a speaker that spoke to the entire audience and addressed the problems that we're facing holistically this year. We will continue on, and we were only a silver member up until today, but I can guarantee you we'll go forward with a gold and platinum after today. Wasn't aware of the managers conference. It's been very educational, and I thank you for the opportunity to allow us to serve.
Well, thank you, Rusty. Welcome to Kentucky, first of all, but appreciate those insights from Indiana. And I think you'll see hopefully that with the managers retreat coming up in March, J&M's doing a great job of putting together a very purposeful mixer for the managers and industry Thursday evening. And then typically during our June conference, we also have, we kind of changed the theme up from year to year, but similar, I think, to what the Monte Carlo night is. It might be a carnival theme or a county fair theme, depending on the year. But, you know, those ideas like the Monte Carlo night to kind of put a new spin on things from others. Appreciate those insights as well. And welcome to the Gold and Platinum Club.
Thank you.
Hey, Alan, real quick, I wanted to jump in just to let you all know that we did get the Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn set up as well for KSNA for social media. So that's going to be another another channel for, you know, getting the word out and utilizing social media more as well.
Is that, do we find that under KYSNA or KSNA on Facebook?
Let me check into that, John, and I'll let you know here in a minute, okay?
And do you have to be invited or can anybody join?
Let me check real quick, okay?
Okie dokie.
And I will say a couple of points there. One, I know at least in the initial introductory email, they did have links to all 4 social media channels that you could click on and connect with immediately. But then 2, I would encourage all industry members, if you haven't joined and you're for those social media channels, please go ahead and become members, because I think that helps to add value and helps members see that the organization is growing and thriving and that industry is part of that.
Are we on LinkedIn as well?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if you can tell me which, you know, should we say how we find that, then obviously I will join those immediately. Join those groups immediately.
Thank you, John.
The Facebook page is under Kentucky School Nutrition Association, and anyone can join it.
Okay. Can anybody post on there, or does it have to go through an administrator?
Oh, no, we won't let you do that. You would have to get approval. We haven't decided. That needs to be a board. Yeah, I'm probably not going to do that. Jack, am I over speaking?
I'm sorry, my secretary come in and was asked a question. I missed that.
The question was, could anybody post on the Kentucky School Nutrition Association? And I said, no, we're probably not going to just allow that.
Right. At this time, we're moving forward. You know, we can come up with creative ideas. You know, if y'all got ideas, run it by Alan and he can run it by us, and we can see what we can do. That could be an incentive for something or a way to increase revenue, you know.
And to join any of the social channels, you're going to be at the kysna.org, and you'll be able to join there.
Okay.
Thanks, Mary. And I just noticed as well, Leah put down the contact information for J&M in the chat. So if anyone's looking for that information, just click there on the chat bubble, hopefully at the bottom of your screen. Well, I'm going to take the silence as a sign that we're reaching that point to kind of wrap things up. And I'll just say again, on behalf of the Industry Advisory Council, appreciate those of you who are able to join us today. And if you're watching a recording of this, you know, please feel free again to contact us. If nothing else, we've got the J&M contact information on the website. My email address, along with all the council members, is listed in the partners section of the website, and encourage that communication. Let us know how we can best serve you all.
We'd just like to I'm sorry, Alan. I
No,
just
go
like
right
to
ahead.
thank everybody for joining in today and really feel that we're sincerely wanting to embrace our partners and work together as a team. J&M, we're just tickled to death that they're on board. And moving forward, I think we'll have a bright future, that we'll be able to meet the needs of our members. That's why we're here. And I'm 100% for our members. And, you know, Alan and Mary Kuntz has always been that way too, and the executive board. So I'm really excited any way that I can help and moving forward. I'm a team player. Thank you.
Thank you, Alan. Thanks, Jack. Thanks, Mary.
Well, thank you all. And I see a lot of well wishes in chat. Just do want to wrap up by saying, wish everyone a wonderful and blessed Thanksgiving next week. And hopefully everyone can step back and take a break.
Definitely a lot to be thankful for this year from what everybody's been through this past couple years. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
That's right.
Thanks, Alan.
Okay.
Thank you, Alan. Great job.
Thank you all.
Bye-bye.
Absolutely. Everybody have a great one.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.